Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install new wheels on this Traxxas Bandet. So the first thing that you want to do is have a tool to go fit onto the nut right here. I'm looking through the camera, so it's kind of hard. And what you want to just do is just put it in there and then twist it until it falls out. And when you have these undone, out, you just pop it out. Sometimes hard if it has a lot of gunk in there, but then there's that little knot in there, which is this right here, where you don't want to lose these. It's just this right here. It's a little pin that goes inside of a hole in here. I wonder if I can show you guys that from there. Yeah, right there. It goes into that hole, and then it slides right into there, so it can spin, because this will spin from the motor inside of here, and that will spin there. But what I want to do right now is have, if I can get this back in, it's sometimes hard. I'm going to stop looking through the camera. So I try to pop that back in. It's really hard because this pivots a lot. You can go in and out because it's very wobbly. No, I have rocks falling out of there. If I can get this back in, there it is. And then I'm going to reattach this back on. Just like that, twist it a little so it can lock into that groove. Place the nut back on there. I can move the camera a little. And then switch this back to that way. And then just twist it on. And I think this is a 7mm wrench thing. Like a soft wrench. You gotta hold the wheel so it stays firm. So right now I have the off-road wheels, the back off-road wheels on here, and the front road wheels on here. I prefer the front road wheels because it has these little grooves so it can lock into there. I'll show you these off-road. These are the off-road front wheels. And here's the road back wheels. These got worn out, and they're usually just lines, so it's really grippy with these. But these look like that compared. Those like that. I like to use these, they're kind of like drag tires, so if you want to just do a launch with them. Alright, so there's the size difference. It's kind of half of it. So if I have this, the other one, it's about half of it. It's a little more. So I can toss those aside, and you can see these. They're kind of dirty. Still kind of dirty. I haven't wiped them off at all, because you've gone off-roading with them. Sometimes I wipe them off. You can see a lot of off-roading with them. I just put a blanket down so you can really see the parts better. And there's this one, super smooth. Oh, it looks really cool on camera too. Like how it flips back and forth. I've seen fidget spinners and stuff on camera. That's kind of how it does it. Goes and then slows down and then goes back. Okay, so what I'm gonna also do is remove this wheel. Now I gotta move the camera down. I have this blank that I'm just using for the bottom. Remove that. Take this out. Same thing. This is Traxxas right here for the Traxxas wheels, but the same thing. The pin is right here. And if you pop out this pin, you can pop out this too. This is the pin that slides into this red thing. And you can actually get to different colors of those if you have a different color of car and you want to get blue, if you have a blue thing for this, or you can get clear ones, clear shells if you want to hydro dip them or something, in water and spray paint. So then there's a pin that goes inside of there. I could probably wipe that off too. Yeah. And then you just slide this one back in. I think there's a washer on this too. Yeah, I never noticed that. So you just slide it back in through there. And get this pin here. Try to slide it back in there again. Now, instead of putting this back on, I like these for grip. It's good grip for this. And they can turn better. They can turn way tighter too. Really good tight turning with the thinner wheels. But I'm going to attach the bigger wheels. We'll toss that aside, kind of hit the wheel. So I attached this the other day onto this, and I just drove it two battery life. So it was 6 hours that it was driving for. If I can get it attached in again. These are a little harder because you can't see better, and it pivots more, so you have to have your finger on the back of this and line it up. Now I can't look through the camera, I just gotta go through my normal eyes. Yeah, I think I can put that on there, hopefully. I gotta go through the tripod and tighten it. Yeah, now it's tightened. Just wiggles a little because it's... You can see it does have tighter turning with this than this if I line it up. And if I turn it this way, it turns, like this wheel will turn tighter because it's turning the other way. This doesn't do it as much. So for drifting, I think these would be better since they're smaller wheels. But for like a launch that you want to be able to, instead of like having your car like here, like fly up like that, since you have the wheelie bar, this will weigh it down, so it's more down, and the shocks are pretty good too. So then I'll attach this one right here, and you can see on with this one, the nut right here is kind of exposed out. So that's another thing with those, the bigger wheels, that they're inside of it. So it's not decreasing any aerodynamics. Like the wind might hit against that, and I don't know if that's a really big deal. Overall, I think these bigger tires, to me, are better on, like, they're not as good for road as these other thinner tires because they can go faster because they're lighter. But this is really good for like gravel or grass. I've noticed like these smaller tires, they don't get a perfect grip. They're still rubber, they're not plastic, but they don't get a perfect grip on the excuse me. They don't get a perfect grip on the grass because they're sliding around and higher, because when you accelerate it kind of like lifts up, and these lighter wheels will just go up just a little and like swerve around. So here's it with the big wheels on. I think it looks a little better, and from the top view, pretty good too. You can see these do pop out more, and when they have this on, they're just fully alongside and the same thing. So there it is right here over the top view. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Here's the drill bit if I can get it to focus. A 7mm. I shook it. I gotta hold still. I think it's a 7mm wrench thing. I think it's a wrench, socket wrench. So that's what you use on the wheels if you don't have like a toolkit that is for smaller scales. I believe this is a 1/16 scale, so it is for more common racing. So it's like a smaller model, not like super big. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.